Good morning. Before I get started, I would like to introduce some people that we have here with us. As the mayor talked about, our plan is to move our headquarters over on Jefferson Street, and we want to make sure that we're good neighbors over there and that we do all that we can to enhance that neighborhood. So with us this morning is Pastor Darrell Talifaro from the Mount Zion Baptist Church, which would be right across the interstate from us. From the Corinthian, Mississippi Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor Enoch Fuzz. I did that on purpose, Pastor Fuzz. From the Greater Faith Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Michael Joyner. Hopewell Monroe Baptist Church, Reverend Derek Moore. And Pastor Frank Stevenson from St. Luke Primitive Baptist Church. And Mr. Trey Campbell from Knockout Wings, who would be our direct neighbor just across 14th. Thank you for being here, Mr. Campbell. From the perspective of the police department, this is just a necessary and vital step as we go forward. As I was talking earlier, this is a plan that would have been a good plan 3 to 5 years ago. It's a very necessary plan today. This is a plan that not only includes, it includes giving us the ability to enhance our neighborhood service. This facility, just like the sheriff's facility, is 33 years old. The plumbing in here, the electrical system, and especially the air conditioning and heating system wasn't designed for what we use it for today. When we moved into this building, we had one personal computer, one desktop computer. Today we have over 300 in that building. The heating and air units, so in some places of the building the temperature is stifling, in some places it's cold, especially during the summer months. We have to move portable heaters down into the investigative section just to keep people from going home sick from the heat. General Services, Metropolitan Government General Services, and outside contractors have done a very good job of keeping this patch together, but there comes a time when fix and repair, the cost of fixing and repairing just outweigh the cost of relocating. We also have structural issues in this building, just as the sheriff does. On the corner here on the front side of the building, there's leakage into the building that's causing, every time it rains, it's causing major foundation damage. The only fix is to tear up that end of the street and replace the foundation. Our 2 elevators are very frequently, weekly, out of service. Sometimes when both of them are out of service the next time, at the same time, our persons with accessibility issues aren't able to get up and down, and certainly in the case of an emergency, whether it be a visitor or one of our employees, removing themselves from the building in the event of fire or some chemical hazard would be very difficult. And then, frankly, this building is just inconsistent with our current decentralization model. This building was built for a centralized police department, and we are no longer a centralized police department. If you go in this building, you'll see that some of the areas are very cramped. Persons working side by side, elbow to elbow, and then you look at all the wasted space there in the atrium. The only feasible way to renovate this building is to completely rehab it, and that would involve us moving completely out of this building for 1 to 2 years. Estimated cost of that would be about $2.5 million. We have a very extensive computer section up there, IT, and we only want to move that once. That is very critical to the operation not only of the police department but of the whole government, and we can't take a chance on relocating that to temporary headquarters. And unlike the historic courthouse that we see across the street, this building was not designed with the structural soundness that to withstand the ages, nor does it have that historic value where preservation might outweigh the cost of renovation. Likewise, the South Precinct was built in 1997. It's nearing the end of its useful life cycle, and frankly, it's in the wrong place. It's in the wrong place in terms of how we have divided up the county into 8 precincts and hopefully soon 9 precincts, and it's not in a neighborhood We're a neighborhood police department, and we would be better served to relocate that to a neighborhood in southeast Davidson County. As Mayor Dean proposes, the headquarters would be relocated over on Jefferson Street. We have visited with neighbors over there. We want to be a part of that neighborhood. We